Shakespearean sonnet, sonnet 4. Unthrifty loveliness, why dost thou spend upon thyself thy beauty's legacy? Nature's bequest gives nothing but doth lend, and being frank, she lends to those are free. Then, beauteous niggard, why dost thou abuse the bounteous largeness given thee to give? So great a sum of sums, yet canst not live. For having traffic with thyself alone, thou of thyself, thy sweet self, dost deceive. Then how, when nature calls thee to be gone, what acceptable audit canst thou live? Thy unused beauty must be tombed with thee, which used lived the executor to be. Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 5. Those hours that gentle work did frame, the lovely gaze where every eye doth dwell, will play the tyrants to the very same, and the unfair which fairly doth excel, and never resting time lends summer on to hideous winter, and confounds him there, sap checked with frost, and lusty leaves quite gone, beauty over snow, bareness everywhere, then were not summer's desolation left, a liquid business pent in the walls of glass, beauty's effect with beauty's were bereft, nor it nor no remembrance what it was, but flowers distilled, though they with winter meet, leaves but their snow, their substance still is sweet. Shakespearean sonnets, sonnet 6. Then let not winter's rage and deface in thee thy summer, ere thou didst tale. Make sweet some vale, treasure thou some place, with beauty's treasure, ere it be self-tilled. That use is not forbidden usury, which happies those that pay the willing loan. That's for thyself to breed another thee, or 10 times happier, be it tenfold one. 10 times thyself were happier than thou art, if 10 of thine 10 times refigured thee, then what could death do if thou shouldest depart, leaving thee living in posterity? Be not self-willed, for thou art much too fair to the death's conquest, and make warmth thine ear. Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 8. Music to hear, why hearest thou music so sadly? Sweets with sweets war not, joy delights in joy. Why lovest thou that which thou receivest not gladly, or else receive with pleasure thine annoy? If the true concord of well-tuned sounds, by unions married, do offend thine ear, they do but sweetly child thee, who confounds in singleness the paths that thou shouldest fear. Mark how one string, sweet husband to another, strikes each in each by mutual order, resembling child and happy mother, who all in one pleasing not do sing, whose speechless song, being many, seeming one, sing, sings this to thee, thou single will prove none. Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 9. Is it for Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 9? Is it for fear to wet a widow's eye that thou consumest thyself in a single life? Ay, if thou useless shalt have to die, the world will wail thee like a makeless wife. The world will be thy widow, and still weep that thou no form of thee hast left behind, when every private widow well may be, by children's eye, her husband's shape in mind. Look what an unthrift in the world doth spend, shifts but his place, for still the world's enjoyed. The beauty's waste hath in the world an end, and kept unused to users so destroys it. No love toward others in that bosom sits, that on himself such murderous shame commits. Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 10. For shame deny that thou bearest love to any, who for thyself art so unprovident. Grant if thou wilt, thou art beloved of many, but that thou none lovest most evident. For thou art so possessed with murderous hate, that against thyself thou seekest not to conspire, seeking that beauteous roof to ruinate, which to repair should be thy chief desire. O change thy thought, that I may change my mind. Shall hate be fairer, lost the gentle love, be as thy presence is, gracious and kind, or to thyself at least kind-hearted prove. Make thee another self for love of me, that beauty still may live in thine or thee. Shakespearean Sonnets, Sonnet 11. As far as thou shalt reign, so fast thou growest in one of thine from that which thou departest, and that fresh blood which youngly thou restored, thou mayest call thine when thou from youth converst. Herein lives wisdom, beauty, and increase. Without this, folly, age, and cold decay, if all were minded so, the time should cease. The threescore year would make the world away. Let those whom nature hath not made for store, harsh, featureless, and rude, barrenly perish. Look whom she best endowed she gave the more, which beauteous gift thou shouldest in bounty cherish. She craved, she carved thee for her seal, and meant thereby thou shouldest print more, not let that copy die.